Yeah, this is primetime potent. Keep it entertaining. You already knowin'. Outworking everybody and he don't ever quit. Talking about plenty comics like Graveyard Shift, Sea Dogs, Viking Wolf, U.S. Assassin. Doing just what he loves. This is his passion. Bring more value to your dollar. No, I'm not frontin'. That's how just a writer became a moral compass. This is primetime potent. This is primetime potent. Let's go.
Yo, what's up, guys? Happy Friday to everyone. I wanted to do a little live stream today to talk about my favorite film franchise, Fast and Furious. I saw Fast 9 last night with my son Chase. I absolutely loved it. But before we get into Fast 9, I first want to talk a little Viking Wolf. Viking Wolf, we're actually in our last 2 days of the first 30 days of the campaign. Doing well. I mean, it launched awesome, $10,000 with the first day. Then it started to, you know how these campaigns get. They sort of slow down a bit. But we just unlocked the $15,000 stretch goal. I just announced the $20,000 stretch goal and sent the update out to backers at $20,000. Let's pull up the update. I'll show everyone what they're going to get. At $20,000, everyone's going to get an 11x17 print of Gun Goth. This is the cover to the Haunted Pizza Yearbook by Renzo Rodriguez. Just a beautiful piece. I love it. So I wanted to do it up nice. Usually I do the 6x9 mini prints. For this, I'm doing 11x17. And it's coming rolled. You don't have to worry about getting a big fold right through the center of it. This is coming rolled. The Viking Wolf book is oversized, 8.5 by 11. So I need to get bigger boxes, and these boxes should accommodate the rolled print. So I'm excited about that. 2 days left in the first 30 days. Our featured tier is the fan pack, $100. You get all 4 books we're offering. Matt Dalton's cover to Viking Wolf, Renzo Rodriguez's cover to Viking Wolf. Here's Matt's cover right here. Here's Renzo's. And then you get the black and white artist edition, which is Matt and Renzo's artwork in black and white, so you can just enjoy all the detail. Comes with this nice Jose Garcia cover. And then it comes, the fan pack comes with the Haunted Pizza Yearbook. You already saw the Gun Goth cover. And this will have bios and pinups from all the creators I'm working with. Speaking of which, I actually, let me see if I can pull it up. I actually got, but first let's check the chat. We got Amanda B in the house. What's up, Amanda? Happy Friday. Got Jimmy the Lumberjack. Happy Friday. What's up? Mike McMahon. What's up, Mike? Too Fast, Too Potent. Speaking of the Haunted Pizza Yearbook, Mike just sent me his pinup for the book. It's awesome. It's a cool interpretation of U.S. Assassin that no one has seen before. And Oliver Lee Ars, who covered U.S. Assassin 2, just sent me back Mike's piece colored. I haven't had a chance to check it out yet. Amanda says, wahoo, she's ready for the weekend. Mr. Von Stugel in the chat. What's up, Mr. Von Stugel? Good to see you. Let me see if I can pull up this one pinup I want to share. Here we go. So this piece is by Cedric Nakon. He did this Sea Dog piece. This will be opposite of my son Chase's page in the yearbook. Chase, the co-owner of Haunted Pizza, my publishing company. But this piece turned out fantastic. Oliver colored it, did a fantastic job. Just look at all the detail in here by Cedric. He's amazing. Just some killer art. I'm so looking forward to this yearbook. Especially with the foil cover. It's going to look nice. Got one other piece I want to show people. Let me see. Just give me a second to bring it up. Does anyone have any plans this weekend? I think I'm just, of course, I'm going to the gym. Probably just working on some books. I know I have some live streams planned for the weekend since we're closing out the first 30 days of Viking Wolf. Here we go. Stop the screen, share the new one. They don't make this easier. Here's a Viking Wolf piece by Dexter Weeks. Absolutely fantastic. I decided this is going to be the metal trading card that comes in the collector's case, the Viking Wolf collector's case. Dex's piece just blew me away. I love it. I wanted to do something cool with it. So I think it's going to look awesome on the metal trading card. And that's going to be done by Phoenix Animation. He's going to make those cards for me. Amanda has a fun weekend of cleaning. Yeah, I've been there. I'll probably have to do that. Mr. Von Stugel, was Mark bald last week and that's why he had hats? Yeah. I got scalped at the place I get my hair cut. If you notice, my hair is very, very short. There we go. My hair is super short. Not as short as I like it. So yeah, I was wearing hats all last week. Why bring attention to the awful haircut? But anyway, this Viking Wolf piece by Dexter Weeks kicks ass. I think I'll put this in the yearbook too. I'm not sure. I need a piece by Dexter since I work with him so much. This might be the winning piece. He's done a ton of fantastic pieces for me. Mike McMahon is finishing up Volume 3 of U.S. Assassin. Awesome, Mike. We're going to launch that in August. And speaking of our launch, Mike says Dex's pinup is badass. Speaking of the launch, I got one last thing to share, if I can find it. Let's see. Of course, it's hidden somewhere on my desktop. I can't find it at the moment. Of course I can't. All right. Well, anyway, it's the new Moral Compass minifigure. The toy company Firestar Toys, they sent me a picture of the first one that came off of the production line. Looks fantastic. I'm wearing the U.S. Assassin Graveyard Shift t-shirt, which is available at graveyardshiftmerch.com. And I'm holding a little mini brick edition of U.S. Assassin Volume 1, which is awesome. So again, they'll be limited to 100. First 100 backers of U.S. Assassin 3 will get the new Moral Compass minifigure. Comes with a stand. The stand will be a little different too. It's going to have the Moral Compass logo on it instead of the Haunted Pizza one. So I'm super excited about these. Actually have here's the original guy, which all the first 100 Viking Wolf backers get. But let's talk some Fast and Furious. I saw Fast 9 last night. Actually, I have my, where is it? Right there. My Fast and Furious popcorn tin behind me. Chase and I, we saw the movie, had some popcorn. The movie doesn't disappoint. The Fast and Furious, I like to piss off my friends who are big Star Wars fans and tell them Fast and Furious is my Star Wars. They get pissed off about that. They're very I don't know. I think they hold Star Wars just too high of a pedestal. I like the movies, the Star Wars films back in the day, and I'm still nostalgic for the characters. But I think after those prequels in the early 2000s, I was kind of over Star Wars. I saw the new ones. I actually thought they were better than the prequels. Not that that's saying a lot, but I'm still nostalgic for the old characters. They were part of my childhood. But for me, Fast and Furious, the best film franchise around. They never disappoint. People say how crazy and ridiculous these movies get. I think that's the point. I don't want to spoil things, but they drove a car into space in Fast 9. just let that sink in. They took a car into space. They had a jet engine strapped to the roof of it. Tyrese and Ludacris drove it off into space, and they took out a satellite. It's incredible. I've been a fan of the Mr. Von Stugel says the Fast and Furious franchise is unwatchable for me from 1 to 3. After that, they get less obnoxious. Man, I'm going to have to, I mean, everyone's entitled to their opinion. I was originally, the first Fast and Furious film is what brought me into the series. I loved it. Part 2, I enjoyed Part 2. Part 2 is kind of a guilty pleasure. Tyrese, I feel, is so, I don't know, he's just chewing up the scenery with his performance in that movie. And then 3, I think Tokyo Drift is really underrated. I'm glad that when I guess it was Justin Lin came into the franchise, he incorporated Tokyo Drift into it, made Han a main character. I think the way they tied in Han's death to everything was great. And now we're starting to see the stars of Tokyo Drift, Lucas Black and Bow Wow, more. It was kind of funny to see Bow Wow. I guess it's been a few years since we last saw him, and he looks like he's put on a little weight. The audience that I viewed the film with, they got a chuckle out of seeing Bow Wow. But hey, man, that's what time does to you. Leandro says Viking Wolf. Yeah, man, Leandro. I'm gonna have to talk to you about your avatar here. We got some talking to do. I got an idea. Amanda Beast says that's so crazy, Stugel. Yeah, the first 3 are good, man. I will say I think my favorite is Part 7. I don't think you can ever top Part 7. Just the emotional roller coaster of it being Paul Walker's last film. I saw it with best friend Sean JT, and my brother was there. And when Brian and Dom are riding at the end of the movie side by side in their cars, and then they go their separate ways when the road forks, I'm in tears. I look over at Sean. He's like wiping away tears. My older brother, who's a state trooper, he's crying like a baby. That will always be my favorite film. But I think Mr. Von Stugel says number 4 on I have some fun watching. I think like after 7, 5 may be my favorite. There's just I think 5 starts off with one of the most intense scenes in the whole franchise, where Dom and Brian are chasing after a train, and they ride the convertible off the cliff. Just some cool stuff. But Part 9, there's no Rock in this one, but that's okay. They make up for it. They bring in John Cena. I feel like these movies are just made for me. Give the franchise a little boost. They added The Rock to I guess with Part 5 going forward. And of course, the franchise became super successful. It ended up spinning The Rock and Jason Statham into Hobbs and Shaw. And now The Rock isn't in this one. So who do they get to replace him? The man he main evented WrestleMania with, John Cena. Amanda says, Lil Bow Wow ain't so Lil anymore. Yeah, Lil Bow Wow, I saw him on Twitter. He's like picking fights with Randy Orton, I think. At least I think that's the rapper that was picking fights with Randy Orton. Lil Bow Wow, he doesn't want any of Randy Orton. But yeah, John Cena plays Dom's brother, who they have never mentioned before in the entire franchise. And that's like my one gripe, because the whole Fast and Furious franchise is about family. Dom's always talking about family. And for the last 8 films, he has never mentioned he has a younger brother, Jacob. Mike McMahon says Hobbs and Shaw for life. Yeah, Hobbs and Shaw was a fantastic movie. I want a sequel to that. I want a sequel. I want more Kevin Hart. I want more Ryan Reynolds, and that's sort of how they left us hanging with the end of Hobbs and Shaw. So yeah, please, more Hobbs and Shaw. As for Shaw, do you guys want spoilers? Because I'll spoil a little Fast 9. Johnny Cage, what's up, Johnny Cage? He says Randy's got to chill. No, Randy is a social media assassin. He goes after people and he annihilates them. So Bow Wow's got to watch who he's picking fights with. Yeah, but I'll give you a little Shaw information for Fast 9. But Kurt Russell returns. Helen Mirren returns. Mr. Von Stugel says Atomic Wedgie, Bow Wow's only hope. Yeah, he doesn't have a prayer against Randy Orton. But yeah, the stunts are out of control in 9. Besides the space, you've all seen the trailer where Dom drives his car off the cliff because there's no bridge. That's nuts. Tyrese Romeo, he is sort of like the audience in this film. He has like an epiphany, and he says, for the last 20 years, we've been going through all these crazy adventures, and he's lived through all of them. They've all lived through all of them, and he thinks he is invincible because he doesn't know how else to explain that he's lived through all of these adventures. So there's one time where he gets all these soldiers with machine guns are shooting at him, and his jacket has bullet holes in it, but he doesn't have a scratch on him. So he's convinced he's invincible, and he probably has a bigger role in this film than he has had in the last few. He's the comedic relief in this, and he has been in the past films. But I feel like they pumped Romeo's part up a little more. Johnny Cage says spoilers for Fast and Furious films are harmless at this point. I don't think anyone seriously cares enough. Leandro says, I'm on the road. I can't text, but the FF series is very fun. Yeah, so there's an extra scene at the end of Fast 9, and Jason Statham's character returns. He is shown just beating up a punching bag, and he unzips it, and there's a guy he kidnapped that is inside the punching bag that he's been brutalizing, and the guy's begging him to stop beating up on him, and he'll give him the chip that he wanted. And Jason Statham holds up the chip and says, this one, I've had it for before I even got you. I just have been burning off steam. And then he gets a knock on the door, and an Asian guy is at his door, and that's going to lead off to either the next Hobbs and Shaw or the next Fast and Furious. At this point, I'm not sure, but I'm excited. I was excited to see him. They did a flashback with Gail Gadot in it, and here's a pretty cool thing for me. I took my son Chase to see this. He wanted to see this, but he hasn't seen any of the Fast and Furious films. This was his first one seeing. He saw Hobbs and Shaw, which he loved, but this was his first Fast and Furious film, and he's asking me all these questions. I was like, Chase, you're in for a treat. You have 8 films that you get to watch. And at the end, how most of the Fast and Furious films end, they have a picnic at Dom's house, which is being rebuilt because it exploded in the last film. And they're all gathered around the picnic table, and there's one empty spot. And Dom says there's a spot missing, and then you hear a car driving down the street, and it's speeding up to the house and pulls into the driveway. And Chase says, "Oh, I bet that's Jacob." I said, "No, that's Brian." And Chase goes, "Brian? Who the heck is Brian?" I was like, Chase, there's there's so much you need to learn, but I can't wait to watch these films with him again. Mr. Mr. Von Stugel, eyes on the road, Leandro. Yeah, don't pull up DMs from Leroy. Get to where you're going first. Let's be safe. I mean, we're talking about Fast and Furious here. Poor my favorite actor, or one of my favorite actors, Paul Walker, unfortunately died in a car accident. So eyes on the road, Leandro. And what's up to Leroy in the chat? I'm sure, I have a feeling Leroy probably hates the Fast and Furious films, but I appreciate him tuning in. Mike McMahon says Jason Statham is the GOAT. Yeah, he's a badass, man. I'm a big fan of him in the Fast movies, the Expendable movies. I honestly, I don't like, what's those ones where he drives around? What is that called? I feel like it's such an obvious title. That'll come to me. I tried to watch them. I just didn't think they were very good. I think at least the first one. I don't think I ever saw the second one. It's going to bug me the entire time I'm on this, trying to think of what it's called. I don't know. But yeah, these movies are a lot of fun. Transporter. There we go. Thank you, Mr. Von Stugel. Transporter. Yeah, I tried to watch Transporter 1. I just wasn't a fan of it. Leroy made fun of me when I said it was in my top 10. I figured. Leroy looks like, I don't know. He looks like he probably likes, like, I don't know, acclaimed movies like The Godfather or something. But did Marlon Brando ever drive a car into space? I don't think so. I don't know. I'm just making stuff up. But yeah, Fast and Furious, fantastic. Nice to see it with an audience at the theater. It looks like things are back to normal. No masks. I didn't even see anyone with masks there. Got the awesome popcorn bucket. Got my John Cena figure next to it. I hope Cena becomes Mr. Vasu. Listen to Bandmade. The Moral Compass just made Amanda's S list. Oh, I take it you're probably a Godfather fan. My apologies. I don't like gangster movies. Here's the thing. Dom and his crew were criminals in the first Fast and Furious, but they redeemed themselves. They're heroes now. I don't see the Godfather becoming like a good guy and doing good in this world. Man, to be facts. Pretty sure Brando has not driven a car into space. See? He's never done that. That's why the Fast and Furious films are superior. I don't even know what I was talking about. I think I was talking about Cena. I hope he returns to the series. It seems like him and Jacob and Dom were butting heads in the film, but you know how these movies are. He's now he helps them at the end. Oh geez, Transporter was also on my top 10. Well, Amanda, at least you like Fast and Furious. You got one good film in there. But Jacob ends up helping the crew at the end. He doesn't join them at the family picnic though. One cool thing is we see a lot of flashback stuff, childhood stuff, with Dom and Jacob working in their dad's pit crew. You see why Dom goes to jail for beating that guy after his dad's accident. Jacob was there too. Just cool stuff. It's great to get more backstory into this franchise, especially now that we're in part 9. They're like, what else can you add to this? Well, they added a brother that we've never known. Sometimes this can be the kiss of death, like the Brady Bunch when they added Oliver to the cast. But I don't think John Cena is going to be the kiss of death. I think Fast and Furious is going to go strong, and that's another character that they can just spin off into their own Fast franchise. But I mean, that's pretty much all I have to talk about. Remember, Viking Wolf. You know what? Let's talk a little more Viking Wolf. Well, there's only 2 days left, so if anyone has questions about the Fast movies, feel free to ask away. I think I'm pissing off Mike McMahon. Bite your tongue. Statham has never made a bad movie. I just didn't like The Transporter, man. Sorry. So Viking Wolf, 2 days left in the first 30 days. We just passed the $15,000 stretch goal. I'm going to play the trailer. And there you have it. So 2 days left in the first 30. I'm going to extend it. But we got the Matt Dalton cover right here. The Renzo Rodriguez cover, which our villain, the Toll Man, he looks so awesome in this. I don't know. It just looks like, I don't know, a badass Saturday morning cartoon villain. Definitely some Mumra vibes from him. Some interior artwork by Renzo. A lot of poor Vikings meeting their demise. Double page splash by Matt Dalton. Our poor Al Wizard Osiris doesn't do so well. Another splash page by Matt, our human in the story. Travis getting ripped to shreds. Everyone's favorite. He was a throwaway character, but everyone loved him so much. He now popped up in issue 2, which I'm almost finished writing. And how can he come back after having his head turned into spaghetti? You'll just have to wait till book 2 to find out. But yeah, this is my favorite page. I love it. Artist edition available as well, covered by Jose Garcia. Really cool. This guy right here, this is Viking Wolf's sidekick, Reef. He is a fox. Renzo and I actually do a Reef short story that is part of book 1, and Renzo is pretty much done that story as well. I decided midway through the campaign, let's add another little story to the book. So that's not a stretch goal or anything. That's just a surprise that I'm giving people, and now I revealed the surprise. So it's not a surprise to the 6 or so people here. Some samples of the black and white artwork by Matt and Renzo. I really love this book. It's one of my favorites in my career. Speaking of my other books, Graveyard Shift just went off to the printer. I should be going to Michigan probably in the next 2 or 3 weeks, probably 3 weeks, I think. Can't wait to sign them and see how the books turned out. I still haven't seen the new collected edition of volume 1 and 2, just the pictures John has shared. So 3 volumes of Viking Wolf to choose from. The Haunted Pizza Yearbook. And the collector's case. Collector's case now comes, the metal card is that Dexter Weeks artwork. I loved it so much. I wanted to do something special with it. So let's make it the metal card in the collector's case. And, that's it. I told Chase I would only take about a half hour. I know he wanted to hang out with me. I just got done from work. Mr. Von Stugel says, will Leandro be your Kenny? So guys, we got to stop calling it Leandro. I don't want Leandro to turn Tony Twist on me. Tony Twist was a character that Todd McFarlane wrote into Spawn, but he was also a famous hockey player, and he sued Todd McFarlane and lost. So Leandro says he's not gonna sue me, but I'm gonna cover my bases. He has a comic book name, this character, and I'll reveal it soon. But actually, I want to talk to Leandro about something else. Another little surprise to backers. Besides the 5-page short story in the book, I'm going to add some more surprises that backers will get when I fulfill this. But anyway, guys, thanks for hanging out with me this Friday to let me talk about Fast and Furious, talk about Viking Wolf. I'm going to be on Wise Guys Entertainment tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern, talking more Viking Wolf. Mr. Von Stugel says, we know the truth. It was total coincidence that the character looked like Leandro. Renzo just came up with it. But uncanny that it looks so much like Leandro. Anyway, guys, enjoy your weekend. I'll see you later tonight on Wise Guy Entertainment. And then tomorrow I'm going to be back with my friend Enrico Botta, former McFarlane toy sculptor. We're going to talk about his time working with Todd McFarlane and just talking about stories from the industry. Anyway, guys, I will see you later. Thanks for watching.